I used to think I knew where I was going. I used to think I was aware that I had a compass and I had all the coordinates figured out. And from point A to B, C, D, all the way to Z was all in here. Don't get it twisted. I have a lot of heart. And I am somewhat intuitive enough to rest and not think that I'm the only person involved in steering the ship. But for the most part, I thought I really had it figured out. Especially because I did what I had to do, or I ticked the boxes accordingly. And then the boxes weren't enough. And so I decided to be still for the first time in my entire life and really surrender everything. I was like, God, you do this. Because clearly, I'm terrible at managing my own life. And to my surprise, yeah, I was. So the stillness actually revealed quite a bit. And for the first time, I used to see life as a linear, objective path. I mean, I wasn't rigid in the sense that if I don't tick certain boxes, that means I won't live in purpose. I've always been goal orientated, but never to my own demise, or at least I thought. I've always left room for failure, I've always left room for the unexpected. I've taken leaps when I shouldn't have. I've trusted in something beyond my own understanding many a times when counted out. I've surprised myself. I've disappointed myself. I've lived a fairly balanced life of ups and downs, but for the most part, ups. I've lived a blessed life. I am living a blessed life as we speak. So much learnings that I wasn't aware of. It's so easy to feel like you're moving in circles in a maze, but yet a maze is like square, which is kind of like a weird thing I'm realizing right now. Because I think life is a labyrinth and you ought to find your center and almost keep on peeling like an onion until you get to that core. What's that thing? There's those Asian dolls, or those Chinese dolls, maybe perhaps, where you keep on like, what was it? Russian dolls. One of them dolls. Um, yeah. I started understanding later that that's what life is. It's that unpacking and going deeper and deeper into the center, and almost finding that past the flesh and past the ego, you find the soul. And when you dig deeper past the soul, you find, the spirit. And we all get a glimpse and a moment of who we truly are and where we truly come from. And then, as quick as that realization comes into play, we also lose ourselves to all of this. The nice jacket, the hair, or the not so hair. And we build structures and identities around a new thing, a new form. Perhaps this model is a lot more less prideful. And so it allows you to achieve better, I don't know when to use the word consciousness, but salvation. You strip and you strip and you run and you run and you open doors and looking for something, quite literally, something that you already know exists. But because time is moving in a linear fashion, in this world that we are living in, your day-to-day activities, the distractions, the rewards, the relationships, the temptations, anything and everything that is of this natural world becomes a distraction, becomes an obstacle, and you have to deal with it. And then that distracts you from finding the essence again. And it's okay, I guess. It has nothing to do with anything. You have to go somewhere to find something. And as I'm walking in this maze of life, I'm stripping away old ideas, I'm stripping away titles, I'm stripping away the identity, the expectation that came with that identity. I'm being challenged right now by the idea of a name change. Equally so, letting go of music, not as a skill set, it's who I am, but as an identity to reward me for my life's walk. I think I have so much more to offer. I've always known that. But a part of me has always struggled against the fact that, will they know that I'm a great musician though? And that could be pride and ego just creating this wall between the real things. I'm now learning as I'm venturing through this rat race that I want to get married. Well, obviously I have to find a wife first, find a lady and, make an honest woman out of her. Meaning I have to find a girlfriend. So, call to action down below. But I'm able to think and see life in those parameters now. And if I'm able to see that, then surely I can see fatherhood. I think that would be nice too. And equally, this is happening while I'm chasing who I am, right? I think my dad was able to do that. My dad achieved quite a bit before he got married and before he had me. Close to the same age that I am right now, 32. And you compare those lives and he was living in a different time. So, did he accomplish what he was set to accomplish before moving on to the next phase? Or how does that work? Some people find themselves while they become husbands and parents and so forth. Some people find the money first. So it becomes a very interesting walking game that we all tend to trap ourselves in, or at least trying to escape. But I think I'm becoming honest with how I want to walk. I think there was a time where I just wanted to exit first, be the winner of the rat race. But now I'm finding meaningful connections and moments in the path of understanding. I'm learning from my mistakes, and I think I'm becoming more remorseful. I'm being present to teach and here to learn. I'm not taking so much of myself so serious that it's the end all and be all of what wasn't. But in the same breath, I'm very critical about the things that I put behind and I procrastinate. That I'm so different from that kid that used to drink, smoke, and live a merry life to a point where sometimes I'm like, maybe I lost my superpower by not being actively daring and courageous. Then I find clarity amidst all of the turmoil and recognize and realize that this is exactly where I'm meant to be. Everything that I've done, everything that I've encountered, everything, every single thing brought me to this particular moment in time. And I'm thankful for the walk. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to every version of myself that has existed to this very point, that was brave enough to wake up every single day and try again. And say, hey, I tried something. All the best for tomorrow. That for me is an honor in all formats. And I'm thankful, very thankful that I get to do this again and again and again and again. It's easier with God. Yeah, it's easier with God. So on that note, it's just the conclusion of not a conversation. I think I want to put these to rest for quite a bit. I want to bring in a different format, and I'll forever use these monologues as a conversation with me first. And it's time for me to live life. It's time for me to be present, to overcome the troubles that have been lingering over me, and to be brave enough to take them head on, to be fearless, to flap my wings again, to strongly and firmly believe that it's not done, but it is done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, all the best to you who dares to wake up every single day and fights the good fight. To you that deserves a win. To you that needs a break. To you that just needs love. Ke le leboga, ke le dumedisa. See you guys soon. Ka lebitso ke Phemelo Moipolai. better known as Sui. This is Stagnot. I'll see you guys soon. Stagnot, my friends. Stagnot.